club.
This is Circling the Drain.
It's a nice day to start again.
Nope, not today.
Oh my God, Billy Idol got through an intro without pickles. Welcome to the Circling the Drain podcast.
Gotta keep them on their toes. Can't give them the same thing every single time.
Well, you know what they say, everything is old is,
New.
well, slightly older
Newish?
again.
Old.
No,
old.
does stuff get new? No, it's older.
I guess everything.
Yeah, that's how that
nothing can
works.
get new again. That's not possible.
As a matter of fact, on every freaking news outlet I heard today, I had to hear, I don't know if you heard this, today, which is July 2nd,
Right.
2025,
Yes.
for anybody who's like, no, it isn't, it's 2035.
Right.
Thank you for
Yeah.
listening.
Thanks for listening 10 years later. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
I should have really liked this show then,
Right, for
but I
real.
was 4.
Yeah.
So,
Too bad the world doesn't exist anymore. I can't believe we ended civilization. Son of a bitch.
now for me, because I am the older person in this clan, the big thing was, oh my God, the year 2000, things are going to happen in the year 2000.
Right.
Now we're in year 2025.
yeah.
Today, we are officially closer to the year 2050 than we are the year 2000.
Oh, my God.
So,
Jesus Christ.
God.
and the only one,
It's-
and hopefully we'll all be there in 2050.
Right.
But we're the two of us won't be there in 2100. Sean will be 40 then.
Yeah.
So
hell
he'll be
yeah. Yep.
the only one who's there.
Still be variations of podcasting, except it'll just be like this, and I'll be generating thoughts into people's brains, being like, I still can't believe I'm doing this.
Welcome, AI Radford.
Right.
Oh, there we go. AI Radford. He's going to be sitting there with like an AI Pickles and AI Ira
Oh, man.
and still
Yeah.
going, firework.
And it's just,
I don't
hey guys, welcome to the 65th annual sex toy firework. No one has sex anymore, and fireworks have been outlawed. But we're still gonna play the game. Ah, shit, I'm getting arrested. Bye.
Actually, he doesn't even need us.
Right.
Knowing Sean,
Yeah.
you can actually play back any older episode, and you're going to give different answers.
Saying,
Of
like,
course. So
we've
fine.
we've made the statement before. We could do a show. Wait 10 minutes, do the entire show over, and be completely different.
we've had to.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what do you mean it's not recording?
It's not
oh
recorded.
My
Oh,
God.
man. I'm going to have to come up with better
Cut.
jokes.
Do it again.
Better jokes. Oh,
But
well.
we started this one. You already learned our names, but in
Yeah.
case you forgot, hi, my name is Ira.
Right.
And my friend over there is named Sean Radford.
Yes, I'm Sean. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Yeah,
Yay!
totally. We're here on a Wednesday. Holy crap.
Let's
All
go.
right, a few days before 4th of July, little sex toy,
Woo!
little fireworks coming at you. But we can't do this by ourselves, so let's get a high five going. Yeah, that was a good one.
He was excited.
Pickles. He was
I was-
ready. He was working on it. I like
we're
it.
like a little different, like a little farther away. I'm like,
Right.
I gotta get a running
Yeah,
start.
yeah,
Gotta get a
no,
running
you got
start.
it. No, that was good. Reining in, celebrating the country's birthday with a good ass high five. I
And,
dig it.
and as someone who had to watch you run over there,
Right.
don't do that.
He was ready. No, he was ready.
I mean, I hit. That was my record.
I sold the jump. I was ready for it. I was like, oh, here we go. All right, bam. And there it was.
So we keep mentioning sex toy or firework
Right.
because this is our annual July event, first week in July.
Yes,
We
yes.
sit back, and this is the first one we're doing without Carolina,
Right.
and watching her and just going, so what you know about this one, do
You are
you?
well versed.
Yeah, shut up.
She's like, what? I like to blow things up. Leave me alone and not outside. Ha ha. Oh,
Hey,
boy.
hold on.
Anyway.
There we go.
That sucks and blows.
So we are going to be playing sex toy or firework.
Right.
It's not as easy as you think.
No, it's not. But it's very funny, regardless.
I wonder if there are people out there going, I don't know, I've seen a sex toy
don't
and I've seen a
understand.
firework.
Oh, my
This is
God.
not a visual
I
aid
don't know.
episode.
Do I have to light a Roman candle before I use it? And where do I place it? Oh, no.
By the way, do I get visual aids and how do I cure that?
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
terrible.
Blinking hurts.
But before we play
'Cause
any
visual
other
aids.
Aw.
Ow.
Wasn't Dallas Buyers Club technically visual aids?
Oh boy! Wow, it was a slow progression.
No,
of
no,
visual.
no.
Yeah.
I'll get this one then.
Oof.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, too soon.
It's up to
Hey.
you, maybe.
Yeah.
Any P. Diddy jokes?
Right.
Okay,
No,
let's move
yeah,
on. No.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay, but before we play that game,
Right.
we're going to play another game
Yes.
that we happen to call Shotgun Story.
Shotgun stories. Hey, so we opened the store.
Story store's open.
The store's wide open. No shoplifting. God damn it! I'll throw you to the cops. Anyway, we open the show each week after our witty banter of silly dad jokes and mentioning who we are with shotgun stories.
Shotgun stories.
Now, for those of you who aren't aware, let me clue you in. Those of you who know the deal, here we go. We as a group go around the world looking for the wildest, craziest stories we could possibly come up with. We read them off, and you, the listener, that's right, you, the listener, get to get involved on the Drain, the Circling the Drain Facebook group page, the CTD Facebook group page. I'm not sure which one it is. Pick which one you want. If you get there, cool. If you miss it, try the other one and you'll get there. When you see the poll with all three stories, vote on whichever story you like. Vote for whichever person you like. Vote as many times as you see the poll. We need as many votes as possible. Whoever has the most votes wins. 3 wins in a row gets to punish whoever's in the room when the punishment takes place. Shotgun stories. Yeah.
Very good. There we
Yeah.
go. I'll give you those applause.
Sure.
Okay. We need a winner. And I will take full responsibility
Right.
for the fact that the poll went out late because I was sick.
Right.
If you heard, like, even last week's show, it became halfway through. I don't think I can do
Right.
this
Yeah, no. We're cutting this.
He was struggling.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of glad I can actually speak.
Right.
this week.
Yes. Yeah.
But, all that said,
Hey.
it was neck and neck until
It
we got
was.
one more vote.
I see who that final vote was, but
However, nope. I will never, ever tell
I know.
anybody
Oh, of course.
which vote. I will tell people, do me a favor and please vote on the poll.
Right.
And they will go, sure.
Right.
And if they even ask me, I will tell them, no, you can ask after.
Yeah.
By the
BT
way-
Dubs, person who's calling, hang up. We're not going to answer the phone. Thanks.
Yeah, we're in a different mode.
Yeah.
By the way, fun fact: my wife was one of the deciding votes.
Hey.
Voted for his story.
Voted for me.
Yeah. Even funner fact, I didn't vote at all. I don't vote.
You're the only one out
I
of the
do
three of
not
us,
place
you know.
votes. I like the poll to push it a little further, but I don't vote on stories.
Because
Right.
your entire goal is to get 0
exactly.
votes.
Yeah. So why
And
would I give
that will
you know?
never happen,
Yeah.
you know.
So I just figure I'll promote, but I just won't.
Okay, so
participate.
I am not thrilled with my story,
Okay.
but I'm going to read it anyway.
All right.
I'm going to entitle this Kid Get Off My Lawn.
Oh.
And it has nothing to do with a kid on the lawn at all.
All right.
But this is the type of guy who doesn't
Oh, no.
embrace any
Right.
technology.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's,
no.
hey, so this
Somebody
takes place,
get this man a lawn so he can yell at everybody to get
Yeah,
off it.
there you go.
Gotcha. Yes.
He thought he was doing well.
right.
This takes place in Texas with Mr. Michael Valadez, 42. He's now facing charges against allegedly
Oh, God.
Right.
punching an ice cream truck driver
Oh.
multiple times.
Multiple allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right. Yes.
Bump
yeah,
up, bump
right,
up.
right.
There we go.
Yeah,
Allegedly, I'm gonna hit you. Allegedly,
right.
I'm gonna hit you.
And allegedly, he stole the ice cream truck driver's phone.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Did he allegedly steal the ice cream truck? Because then this is GTA that I was playing last night.
No.
Just it. No.
And then he allegedly threatened to shoot the ice cream driver.
Oh.
And it was allegedly caught on camera. And
Right.
it was allegedly
Allegedly.
said.
Yeah.
But Valdez said, no, because the officer showed up.
Right.
And he said, I am Captain America. I'm doing what's right.
Oh.
Oh.
Because that ice cream driver,
Yes.
Yeah.
he's surrounded by kids, and it's suspicious.
Huh?
Uh,
Think you're the one raising suspicions, sir?
Well, wait. Because
does he know that kids like ice cream?
they kind of play a song to let you know.
right.
you know?
Yeah.
That must be the pedophile song, apparently.
So, but he's claiming
Right.
that all these kids were around, and one by one, the ice cream truck, the ice cream man, was taking their phones and putting something in, and then giving it back, and then giving them ice cream.
Oh.
So
So
that's right. He's on pedophile watch.
Are you sure they weren't just cash apping for ice cream?
And he's already
Putting it
got
out
it, ladies and
there?
gentlemen.
Yeah.
The driver said the kids were using their phone to pay with Apple Pay. He also said, I do share my number with them because if they call me, I will come to their
Sure.
neighborhood.
Totally. Got a hookup. Why not?
After further inspection, police said, yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And he didn't do anything wrong. Valdez was charged with robbery
Right.
and unlawful possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
Could you imagine with that? You want a double barrel?
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Say you want sprinkles, bitch.
I want cherry
How?
I got chocolate, but it's in my pants.
Oh.
I can't.
Well, how the guy was doing everything allegedly when he was really doing everything
Allegedly.
repeatedly. So, there was that.
Hey.
Yeah.
I heard he was sending pictures of his cone to the kids.
Hey, there we go.
Boy.
Okay.
Man. I this isn't a joke, but I'm just saying, the ice cream man, that's a good hustle. To be like, yo, here's
In
my
the
number.
summer?
Shoot me a message if you want me to come through. And all of a sudden you roll up, make $40, and then instead of just cruising around like, is anybody gonna buy an ice cream cone? If you're on retainer,
Yeah.
that's great.
Especially there are people now who will do barbecues and just be like, let me get your number.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you to come
Yeah.
by him for an hour.
Right.
He just serves all those
Hell yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and the person who's hosting's like, here's a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
Give them what
Yeah.
they want.
What about when you're at a block party and somebody thinks it's smart enough to move the divider so Mr. Softy can roll in,
Yep.
and then everybody's hitting it, and dude makes like $700 in an hour.
Right.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And he doesn't even have to show off his jimmies.
He doesn't. No, just has to just pull up. Just pull up.
Well, I had to pull up. You remember
Right.
that?
Yeah.
It was a
Oh,
toilet
no.
paper roll
Right.
with orange.
Yeah.
I think the Smurf
Yeah, with a
went
little-
bad.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you just turned really quick on that.
years.
You're
Love
like,
that.
oh no, I love that.
Yeah, well, you
For
were saying
years
that.
as kids, we're all just licking a popsicle out of a toilet paper
Yeah,
roll,
yeah.
not even putting two and two together. Then, like, years later, you're like, oh, that's weird. Okay.
I'm not, the last time I pushed it out, it
Right.
went in the. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay. Go ahead.
Somehow
Go ahead.
it was the same color.
Oh.
Okay.
Orange?
So,
I think you have a problem.
all right. So going to Massachusetts because something crazy went down.
What animal is in harm's
What
way?
animal is in harm's way? So Massachusetts police are on the watch to capture a loose pig. Yep, totally.
Wicked
So
pig.
police in Massachusetts used some crackers to catch a.
as you do.
They used some crackers to catch a pet pig.
Wait.
Okay,
wait.
let's
Hold on,
pause
hold on.
in the first sentence.
Why
All right.
you gotta bring the white people to catch the pig? I
Well-
don't understand. Why you need crackers?
If you would give
Catch
me a
the
little
pig.
extra time to get my jokes
Fine.
in instead of just taking them away from me as I
I'm
tried.
sorry.
So, I initially read the tagline up the top, and that was my first thought. Why are they trying to get white people to save a pig?
And
but
here
okay,
we
that's
go.
fine. So, police and a bunch of crackers are out on the loose looking for a pig named Orlean. So it turns out, actually, it was just the cops searching for the pig.
Pardon me.
The pig is fast as hell, and they couldn't catch him because he just kept hoofing it, getting away from them. So one officer reached into the back of his patrol car and somehow, for some reason, had a box of saltines, pulled out the saltine crackers, not a bunch of white people, have you, lined them up, and Mr. Wigglesworth just came walking through, picked up the saltine crackers as they went.
that the ice cream
They
truck
picked
driver?
up the pig and moved him back to his domicile, locked the door, and he's safe at home
Sean.
eating crackers.
You keep walking out
I don't
of the
care.
camera.
I don't care. I'm trying to tell a story here. It's all sound. It's not visual. Who gives a shit?
So Orlean and his sister Sizzling.
Yes,
We're walking
exactly.
down the
so
street.
a couple of pigs and a bunch of crackers were trying to grab a pig, but it turned out that he was too fast for him. And then they got some treats, and the pig ate the treats, and he went home, and that was that.
Ham on
And,
crackers.
yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Yeah.
Give that a shot.
Yeah.
Crackers
so.
and crackers and more
And
crackers.
what's a slang term for police in the 70s?
That's what I'm saying. So a couple
So
of
it was
pigs
a couple of pigs.
and a couple of crackers. We're looking for another pig, but it was the four-legged hoof type.
So, inadvertently, Sean,
Yes.
I believe you've circled the drain with the entire story.
I totally
there.
did. Yeah. And needless to say, that is hopefully another story that nobody votes for, and everything continues on pretty.
Well,
Vote for
that
Sean.
depends.
Yeah.
Vote for Sean.
Vote for Sean.
Yeah.
Vote for
everybody
Sean.
vote for me. Why not? It's fine.
All right, so we're gonna.
Can you beat the pigs getting the pigs with the crackers?
What?
White people.
It's just all white
Or
people.
pedo ice cream man?
All right. So,
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I have to make sure we say allegedly all the time. Okay. I'm going to combine two of our favorite things in this final story. Number one, Australia. Because, in Australia, everything is trying to kill you.
Last time I checked.
Number two, movies come to real life.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
So let's go to Australia, where an Australian domestic flight was delayed for 2 hours after a motherfucking stowaway snake
Oh, boy.
was found in the plane's cargo hold.
Oh, man.
Tired of these things on this bloody plane.
Was Sam Jackson anywhere to be found?
No,
Damn it.
unfortunately not.
Where's the stewardess?
And that's why somebody got bit. No, maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
no one got
Continue.
bit because let's talk about the snake first. The snake was found on Tuesday as passengers were boarding Virgin Australia flight VA337 for Brisbane, according to snake catcher Mark Pelly. The snake turned out to be a harmless 60-centimeter, which is 2 feet,
Okay.
green tree snake, but Pelly thought it could be venomous when it approached it in the darkened hole.
I'm going on holiday.
Drink now, hold on. It wasn't until after I caught the snake that I
Oh, drink,
realized
drink.
it wasn't venomous.
Just
I need a drink.
Until that point, it looked very dangerous to me.
Get 2 of your friends and just jump on that keg stand right now. Just go. Here we go. Shotgun stories.
Horses.
most
It's
of-
snake.
Listen, I gotta bust out the Australian accent when I have a chance.
Yeah,
most
totally.
of the
Okay.
world's most venomous snakes are native to Australia. When Pelly entered the cargo hold, the snake was half hidden behind a panel and could have disappeared deeper into the plane. Ugh.
Yeah.
Pelly said he told an aircraft engineer and airline staff that they would have to evacuate the aircraft if the snake disappeared inside the plane. I said if I don't get this in one shot, it's going to sneak through the panels and you're going to have to evacuate the plane because at that stage, I didn't
Why
know what
is he
kind of
sneaking
snake it
Boston
was.
Australian
That
in
was
there?
it. It's a new kind of accent. Thankfully, I got
I
it
need
on the-
Dunkins, yo.
That's why I don't do accents. They all mesh together, and eventually you're like, does this even sound like anything?
I don't know.
I
Hi,
think
I'm
they're
Nick Lachey.
words. Yeah.
But thankfully,
exactly.
I got it on the first try and captured it. Pelly, yeah. If I didn't get it
Yay!
that time, the engineers and I would be pulling apart a 737 looking for the snake still right now.
Good God.
Pelly said he had taken 30 minutes to drive to the airport and was then delayed by security before he could reach the
Jesus.
airliner.
Yeah.
What are you here
Uh-huh.
for? That venomous snake. You mean that little thing?
Yeah.
Excuse me, is that more than 3
Right, yeah.
ounces of venom? Is
Gonna have
is
to
that
search.
the antidote?
Have
No,
to
no,
search.
we can't use that.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Airline officials said the flight was delayed for about 2 hours. The snake is
I'd
that's
be pissed.
I would definitely be pissed for that little thing. The snake is native to the Brisbane region. Pelly suspects it came aboard inside a passenger's luggage. For quarantine reasons, the snake cannot be returned to the wild and thus find a home with the licensed
Aww.
Right.
So a snake can't go on holiday, huh?
snakekeeper.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
He just wanted to go visit, his cousins in the outback, and
Kangaroo
You know-
Jack.
I'll tell you what. That flight could have been delayed for 2 days. I've seen snakes on a plane. I'm not flying on an airplane that's like there might be a poisonous snake on the plane. We're not 100% sure. You know
it's
what?
one.
Make pretend you are 100% sure and cash in on that because I'm not flying. Not until I see that damn snake and I see you go out the door and kick it. So all right, now I'll get on.
so when we're going up and down the aisle, going,
Yes.
"Excuse me, have you seen a snake?" And
Right.
there's just one man with no arms and just glasses on,
Yeah.
just going,
Nope.
"No,
Nope, totally. Hey, you seen any snakes around? The biggest one you ever seen, Dingleberry? Anyway, hey, look out.
Didn't I win with that story a few weeks ago with that man who was intoxicated on the plane? I'm sure that was a snake on a plane in some way.
That could have
Possible.
been.
Yeah, quite possible.
Okay, Sean,
All right.
you can either shoot the snake or discuss how to vote for him.
All right, so check this out. You just heard 3 stories from us
I did.
to you. I'm talking to them, not us.
Oh, okay.
We said it. They're listening. Anyway, the ones listening, we said something to you in the form of stories. Now we're going to throw a poll to you on the Facebook group page. And when you see that poll, vote for whichever story you like. Vote for whichever person you like. Close your eyes and vote. Whoever has the most votes wins. 3 wins in a row gets punished. The other, whoever's in the room when it takes place. And those are shotgun stories.
Yes, it is. Guy, it's a special day.
It is.
I've got a first.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second for 1 second though.
Uh-oh.
I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you've heard part of it, but you have to let me finish
Mm-hmm.
for the first. You're about to travel through a crack, to enter through a black hole where there is no sight, no sound. There's a sign post up ahead that reads, "Wrong way, Jose," but it's too late, because here are the stories of the Fanny Pack Chronicles. First time, both Cheeks edition.
Oh, no!
Because there's not one, there's 2 stories this
Excuse me while I clap.
week. And we know it's Cheeks here. Clap it with.
Let's clap them stories out.
Let's
So-
make it clap.
Let's start off with our favorite area. No, not that area.
Oh,
That's
oh.
right.
I was like, well, it's only the one spot unless they're really just boop. Anyway, all right.
No.
Start with our second favorite area.
Florida.
Excuse me, sir. How exactly did you get that up there? Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, there was a snake on a plane,
Right,
and
right.
he put it up there.
Let me just say, I have the largest urethra possible. Oh, my
Aw.
goodness. Ow.
Please don't ask him to show you that. Please don't.
Yeah, totally.
We're talking about Michael O'Neill, who's
It sounds like a cave if
43.
you yelled directly into it. Ugh.
I was going to say O'Neill, and then I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, we're still talking about the man's
Yeah.
giant urethra. Right, gotcha. Sorry.
Hello.
It echoes.
Sex toy.
Maybe. Michael O'Neill, 43, had been transported to a hospital for a knife wound. He was having a dispute with a thug over drugs when he got stabbed. So he was in surgery, and they're sewing him up. And the nurse went, "There's something, well,
Up there?
inside the patient,
Oh.
Oh.
in
Uh-oh.
his where it's
In his jail purse?
Yeah,
He's got a full purse.
and they went in, and it's a glass crack pipe. Hold on.
Right.
There's more. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look, a lighter.
Oh, God.
Oh, look, there's a
Yeah.
lighter. Oh, look, there's tinfoil. Let's open that up. Oh, salt. No,
That's
not
not salt.
Oh, talcum powder.
No.
That's not
No,
talcum powder.
No,
Oh,
no.
well, we'll just put that over there.
Yeah.
All in his rectum.
Right. Uh-huh.
After his hospitalization, he was booked into jail for possession of felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, misdemeanor. And here's the funny part.
Oh, there's a funny part coming.
This is the funny
Not only is this the first Both Cheeks edition
Right.
of this, but he is the first two-time Fanny Pack Chronicles
Oh my
champion.
Oh my God.
A
Because you may
return?
remember this gentleman from when he went to a jail, was strip searched, and had fentanyl and crack hidden
Oh.
in his
He's
rectum.
he's
So there we
still-
go.
He's still
hold on.
smuggling in his old ways.
Do we have a Hall of Fame for the Fanny Pack Chronicles?
I
Well,
think
you
we
do.
do.
You do now.
So, sex toy, because
Right.
he doesn't realize it's a sex
Yeah,
toy for him.
like
Who
you
would
know,
be the speaker? for
I
the
just
Hall of
see I
Fame?
just see this dude like just scrapping it out with somebody, and all of a sudden he hears sirens, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh, just grabbing stuff out of his pockets, putting it in his purse, being like, "Oh, I hope they don't find it."
Oh, look, there's that snake from that
He's
Australian
walking,
film.
or yeah.
By the way, they need a speaker for the Hall of Fame. It would have been Dick Butkus.
Ah.
So, there we
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Wrecked them
yeah.
damn near
But
killed
that's
him?
get
But,
it? But
hey.
that's the left cheek.
right.
Now let's do the right cheek.
Okay.
For the right cheek, we're going to the Netherlands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not the nether area, although we are going there too.
Straight from the nether regions
Where-
to the Netherlands.
The nether
to
region.
somebody else's nether regions.
The Badgers Nadgers. There we go. 29-year-old man who had not been identified because
Right.
nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
He was under the influence of GHB, which is a date rape drug. So
Right.
it makes feel kind of all touchy and feely.
Yeah. I heard you wrong. I thought you said human growth hormone. I was like, oh man, no. All right. Yeah.
And then I just put it in my butt. and
Right,
just walked.
right. He was bench pressing, but then he was like, I could probably get better effects. Nah, not really.
And
Anyway.
now he's on the latest Cardi B video.
Right.
So
yes.
there we
yes. So yeah, GHB,
go.
not
So he's on
HGH.
GHB.
Gotcha.
And for some reason, he was just boiling eggs. He
Oh.
was just cooking some eggs and
Sure.
Okay.
taking some drugs.
Why not? As you do.
So, the eggs were cooked and
Right.
he's peeling them and
Mhm.
they looked appealing and hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
he decided,
No.
To date
you
rape
know,
himself.
eggs is pretty much. He decided, that game, how many can I fit in my mouth?
Right.
Well,
Ah.
he went a different
Yeah.
direction.
How many can I fit in my purse?
He started
In my
getting
persons.
So he put them in there and left them in there,
Ugh.
and he started getting stomach pains.
Gee.
How does that happen?
I don't
don't
know.
So he went straight to the hospital.
Right.
By the way, the word straight is probably the only time that's going to be used. in
Right.
that, but
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
upon arrival, he had a heartbeat. Now, your heartbeats, once every second,
Right.
maybe even a little more,
Unless you're really nervous.
unless you're running around.
Yeah.
He had 120 heartbeats per minute.
Well,
which was
yeah.
boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
boop.
Yeah. Well.
His rapid breathing was every half second,
Mm-hmm.
so he's just.
Right.
And I thought eggs were a superfood.
Well, when you stuff a dozen hard-boiled eggs up, you change person.
It is when you put
Oh, wait!
Yeah.
I haven't said the number. Are we guessing?
I'm gonna clock it in at a baker's dozen.
Baker's
can't-
dozen.
It, can't-
13.
it has to be more. It has to be like 25.
25. Ooh.
Yeah.
5.
He's not. He's going for. I emptied 1 dozen. I
Right.
got another dozen.
Right.
And I just had this one.
No, I might
I have
have
this
said
around.
loose carton over here.
one
I'll
more
start with
for
that.
good luck. You
Where'd
know.
you get the one? Does anybody leave one?
Well, it's like a birthday
egg?
cake. You know, you
Oh,
put an extra
okay.
candle on there, just one more egg.
Did he go next door and go, can I borrow an egg?
Right, yeah,
You know?
yeah. You're going to
so-
return it, aren't you? Well, if you're really okay.
If you want it.
Don't read the newspaper tomorrow.
I know you're mad about the price of eggs, but I think you'll be fine getting some more.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. You're giving me a white egg. I hope you don't mind getting a brown egg in return.
Right,
No.
right,
That's not it.
Yeah.
Doctors then pulled out, they did a CT scan and found a perforation in his pelvic colon. So he had done some damage.
Oh.
They decided to do a surgical procedure involving a very large incision through the abdominal wall so they can get to the abdominal cavity where they pulled out 15 hard-boiled eggs.
Ah, where did the 3 come from then all of a sudden?
I don't know, but it would have been weird if it were 1.
Yeah.
Then they thoroughly rinsed his abdominal cavity. That's the one thing where I was like, so they
Yeah.
pull it out and then they go, whew, as long as we got him open.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever, the consistency of what's in the hard-boiled egg being stuck to the inside, it's not digested or anything like that. So it's literally in a spot in your body where it's not supposed to be. Because
It isn't?
Exactly. Hence the Fanny Pack Chronicles. But yeah, because I would think you eat something, it turns it into it's sort of the same thing, but it's in a different form.
Yes.
And so when you put it in a separate form into that spot, you probably have to dust bust it.
And that's how they make scrambled eggs at IHOP.
But
Yeah,
no, never going to Denny's again.
After several days, he left the hospital in clinically good condition. Nobody
yes.
said anything about mental condition,
No,
but it was
yeah,
in clinically.
Did he give
Good
himself the
condition.
date rape drug?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man.
That's why they call them deviled eggs.
I
He
know.
took one
No
away.
kidding.
God.
I've got some ideas.
Got myself in a devil's three-way here. Really? That's good. What is you, a chick, and another dude? No, it's me, some date rape drug, and a dozen eggs. You figure it out, or watch my Patreon.
That idea is just a little scrambled.
Oof.
if you ask me.
Yeah, no, that is a
Not over
hard-boiled
A
situation.
little hard-boiled, yeah.
No,
I
thank
agree.
you.
It's not over easy.
Yeah. Poached. Just, what the hell? Okay. You know what? We have a big show. I don't want to do that. Okay. I'm going to do one more story before we hit halftime here.
Okay.
You're at a hotel. Wait, hold on. Because how else will they know?
Oh right, yes. They're
I'm
like,
just
wait,
thinking-
what do the butt eggs have to do with the hotel now? I'm confused.
Nothing.
Like, no, we're segueing.
No.
Fanny
Okay.
Pack Chronicles Part 3.
Right. Where it took
Oh,
place.
believe me, I would have done that. When you're at a hotel, what do you look for, for amenities? I mean, obviously you're going to get a comfortable bed, and you want a clean room and near where you want to be. But what are the things where you go, oh, that's an extra?
A bar and a pool
Bar and a pool,
Yes.
those are good.
in the hotel.
In the hotel or in the
connected.
room?
And he
the
wants
hotel.
the bar in the pool.
I would
which
do
is
that.
a
Oh,
swim
that's
up bar.
If there was a full-on all-access wet bar with a bartender and patrons in my room, I would totally, yeah.
Swim
I'm
up
down.
bar at Sean's. Let's
Ooh,
go.
yeah, totally.
I'm going
Party.
to go in the room, and if I'm going to sleep there, I want a good shower.
Oh, a good
Like
shower.
a good shower,
Okay.
good water pressure.
Okay. Thank God he didn't go, I want GHB and at
Right,
least 2 dozen
yeah,
eggs.
yeah.
So you get
25.
that from me.
Can you order the Devil's Three-Way through room service? I don't know. Prostitution is illegal. I'm not talking about that type. Didn't you hear the Fanny Pack Chronicles? Oh, yeah, you cannot rent a room
It
in
was
this
the
hotel.
first double cheek
You
edition.
cannot rent a room in this hotel, sir. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yeah.
How about just the crack
Hello?
pipe then?
He's got a crack pipe in there. Wow.
Wow.
Anything else? Wait, hold
Anything
on.
else?
Let's
Well,
go. Oh, look at that.
Dig a little deeper.
Well, when you're there at the hotel, when if I told you
Yes.
that you could be awakened
Mm-hmm.
by something special?
A BJ?
If you want.
Oh.
I mean, if you.
Well, I mean, you know, these.
I mean, the guy's really skilled at it. If you want that.
I mean, the
then,
term
you know.
cleaning lady has really, really, held resonation.
Hey. Okay. No. What if you could be awakened by something and no, it's not sexual?
A dog.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, just some dog licking up on your face.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
Sniffing you, unless you don't like dogs.
Would you? Well, I
But-
mean, he gets that every day. I'm guessing.
Right.
I've seen your dog.
Ironically enough, quiet in the morning. How about being woken up by an exotic Chinese animal?
Goodness.
Do you know
Like
the
a-
story?
I do know the story.
He knows the story.
Yeah, well,
I was gonna go. That's very specific.
Talk about burying the lead professional, but what happened with this Bengal tiger at the hotel?
He was like, "We want to get
Yeah.
this over with."
Right,
So
right,
yeah,
yeah.
there's
Remember-
a snake that slithers up.
Remember back in the day when Alex used to always be like, "Oh, I know this story.
Yeah.
Thanks, bring it right back."
Do you wanna
Totally.
tell us
Yeah,
that? No,
yeah.
no,
no. I'll just be a dickhead.
I gotta check
millennial.
on my
It's fine.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
okay.
Yeah.
At the Lehe Ledu Liangjiang Hotel Holiday.
Gesundheit.
Goodness. Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Located in the mountainous countryside near a city of Chongqing,
Sure.
advertises red panda themed holiday.
so good.
Oh.
So you can put in for a wake up service
Right.
of, "Hi, I'd like a red panda in my room to wake me up."
Yeah, I don't want that.
Why don't you want a
No.
red panda in your room?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't want a marsupial like waking me up in the morning. That's weird.
Wake up!
Yeah, no.
Wake up! Wake up!
Yeah. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wake up!
Yeah,
Ting Tai! Yeah, it's all that.
I'll take room service over
For $100?
I'll take room service for the win. Thank you.
Why do you think the pandas are Chinese?
I
by
don't
the way,
need a
or
panda.
Chinese?
They're in China.
Because they're in China, so if
Yeah.
they were
Chinese.
if they were in Japan, they'd have to speak Japanese.
Fine.
If they were in Poland,
Squeak,
they'd be
squeak,
speaking
squeak.
Polish.
Better.
Like, yeah.
Thank you.
Insert celebrity voice here in the Disney film. It's fine.
See, now that I could go for. He crawls up on you, and you press a button, and
Right.
it's like, "Wake up, motherfucker!"
Sure,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
totally. You
Samuel
know.
Jackson
Right.
panda here.
Now, why can't we just get like a bed that tilts and drops you into the tub, or drops you into a ball pit or something? Wake me up that way. I don't need some weird exotic animal just sniffing and rooting around and being like pop, 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 pat, pat, pat. Like, no, I'm good. Thanks.
Wait. What is he pat?
I have no idea, which is why I don't want him near me. That is freaking weird, and I'm not going to China.
But you
Just
can't
not.
do it anymore.
Good.
Don't you want to know why?
No.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I do. Totally. I'm sure everybody else wants to know.
Hold on.
Well,
There
in
we
that
go.
case, see you later, guys. Bye.
The hotel has 4 red pandas.
Right.
And you have to walk in and you ask for the wake up. Hi. Can I have the wake up call?
The wake up call.
By the way, I also have some dozen eggs. Do you have a
Right,
pla-
right.
No,
And
never
a
mind.
steak.
Yeah.
And a
yeah.
steak. The
Our
animals-
red panda's allergic to peanut butter. Just asking for a friend who likes to rub peanut butter on his balls. I mean, no, I don't. What?
By the way, I brought crackers with
Yeah,
me.
yep,
Do
totally.
they like crackers?
Yeah. Any stranded pigs?
There we go.
Yeah.
The animal stays in the room for some time, depending upon the red panda's mood for that day. It's that time of the month.
Yeah,
folks. It's-
yeah.
We got to get her out.
I've
Give her
been
some
around too
chocolate.
many creepy weirdos lately. I'm spending 5 minutes in each room. That's all there is to
I
it.
don't know. I had a red panda who had a bad mood once a month, and
Yeesh.
I kicked her out after a while because the hotel experience. Wah. The hotel experience has become popular on social media, which of course brings more influencers posting pictures and videos of
Of
their
course,
things.
yeah.
Oh my God! I'm waking up with a red
Yeah.
panda.
Yo, you mean all these jackasses that are like, hey guys, so all of you have been asking me when I'm going to go to this Red Panda Hotel, and I'm finally here. I can't wait until they wake me up. Blah, blah. No one's asking you that. Shut the hell up. Nobody cares. Except for all your followers that are paying you to do this,
I
so
did.
stay blessed.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
After the wake up experience went viral, an article about it was published in a Chinese magazine. So now more people are coming.
Sure.
Discussion then began over the ethics of the experience was started, and a local forestry bureau
Uh-huh.
sent inspectors to find out what was going on. And they said, well, here's a panda.
Right, yeah.
We opened
yeah.
the door and
Not really hard to
walks in.
determine.
Spread a little
Yeah.
peanut butter, and then, if a happy ending happens, it happens. Whatever. China's
Hold
a
on.
crazy
There
place.
you go.
Yeah.
don't you mean rice? It is China. I don't
Yeah.
know. Rice butter?
that's-
Is there rice butter?
You
There should be rice butter.
I heard that's
but when
actu-
everybody else is using rice butter, you use peanut butter, you know where they're going.
There we go.
Yeah.
I got all 4 of them
exactly.
here, bitches.
Yeah.
I heard that was China's new motto. If a happy ending happens, it happens.
That's
Welcome
true.
to China.
Exactly. Yeah. For real.
There were safety concerns for the
That's
red
how they
pan-
welcomed me at the airport.
Why did I
Sir,
know?
here's your complimentary handy.
Sometimes I know what's coming before he says it.
Yeah, I walked right off the gate. I was like, whoa, you guys are awfully friendly. But okay, I'm not going to go against tradition. Thank you, sir.
There are safety.
What am I to argue?
Listen, I thought that was custom. I just thought that was custom.
I
just
knew
let it
here.
happen. I'm new here. I didn't know. All right, I just came to see the red pandas. Apparently, other things went off.
There were safety concerns for the red pandas, like people with peanut butter, I'm guessing,
it.
which are endangered in China. Oh, and the guests. So it's
Ah.
like, are the pandas okay? I got scratched my eyes
Right.
out. Okay, you too.
It's
You know?
fine. Yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair, though, if you want the red panda experience, you deserve it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. That doesn't
Can
wash
I
off.
have the one that's just off of the red panda experience?
Yeah.
I don't want to, So they issued a statement saying it ordered immediate stop of all contact with animals. In which case the snakes went, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Really, all of us?
Yeah, but
You
don't
know?
worry, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have the Polar Bear Wake Up Club next month. So you may or may not die. You might not get to your destination that
Some
morning.
old white guy with a long beard going, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Or a bunch of weirdos that like to go swimming in the ocean on New Year's Day.
Yay!
Just go, wake up!
Interesting fact, red pandas are not actually part of the bear family. They're part of the raccoon family.
Oh, so
trash pandas.
I was still totally wrong with saying what they were.
Well, that's
Marsupials.
okay. You know what you're right about.
Yeah.
Cake check.
On occasion.
Being the most scrumptious, delicious cakes and cupcakes on the planet.
Yes.
So now, by the way, somebody's going to buy them and go, they were good, but...
They were good, but they weren't that good.
Okay.
I mean...
It's as good as being woken up by a red panda.
Right.
Yeah.
How's that?
Really?
Except if you're Sean.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough.
okay.
All right. I'll
Sean's
take
going,
the
well, I'm
cupcakes.
never getting that again.
Yeah, I'll take the cupcakes, thanks, but yeah.
So how can you get this?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Instagram.
You mean Amazon?
Yes, Amazon.
Wait, no.
What?
You're supposed to
Who's
say
selling
no.
on Amazon?
You
People.
go to Instagram.
Go to
Cake
Instagram.
Other
1217.
people. Oh.
Cake check
Okay.
1217. You take a look at all the designs and you go, wow, she can do all that stuff? I bet she can do what I'm thinking. And you go back and forth. You might even improve upon that idea. You go, my kid loves nature.
Sure.
We make it nature. My
Right.
kid loves sports. We do this.
Okay.
You just go, damn it, I'm in the mood for pistachio and strawberry together. Where the bakeries will go, nope.
Yeah.
But at Cake Chick, you get what you want.
Right.
So you pick the flavors, you pick the colors, you pick the designs. And now you're going, well, what's it taste like? You guys have had it?
It's fantastic.
Very good.
It is.
Yes.
Sean doesn't even like desserts, but he will eat them.
No, but I like those desserts. Yeah, I rub them on my face.
He does.
yeah.
And then he waits for a red panda to come in and lick it off.
Well,
but
how
that's
else
a
am I
different
going to
thing.
wake up in the morning when I'm in China? You know, these things happen.
That's
But,
why he orders the peanut butter ones.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
it's going to cost... we should save them some money.
Yeah. Normally, stuff costs you an arm and a leg. We want it to just cost you a leg. So we'll give you a promo code of 3 easy letters, CTD.
And what will that save you?
An arm and 20%.
An arm and 20%!
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh my God! It's like dying and waking up with a panda licking your
Exactly.
face.
You'll no longer be rowing in circles in the rowboat. Because of the arm.
Arm
right,
thing. Yeah, I got
totally,
it.
Yeah.
So it's Cake Chick. Get what you want. And now, back to this show, which
It's already in progress.
Firework.
Sure.
no.
Sex toy.
No.
Pairing.
Okay, since he asked for it, I should give it to him. Steve Burns from Blues Clues. No. Okay.
Now we play a game.
It's that time again.
Get ready because it's time to play Sex Toy or Firework. Damn it. It's time to get the bell right.
With the original sound effects, that used to be, it's time to play Sex Toy or Firework.
Oh! Yeah, that's what we had.
So that's what
board.
it used to sound like. So,
So things change, okay?
yeah,
but
it's
the
fine.
game doesn't.
No, totally.
No.
It's
It's
still
going
going
to
to
be-
have fun.
Very simple.
Yeah.
There are names of these items that are very similar. You might not know that just by a name and some of the words in the description, pulsating, vibrations, things like that, they'd be used for both.
Right?
So
Yeah.
I'm going to read. I have 10
Right.
10 different things here, and you're going to have to tell me
Whether it'll blow your mind or blow your mind.
blow your mind or blow your hand off. Well, I don't.
Well,
yeah.
visually, I'm
There
saying,
you go.
like, you know.
Okay.
Talk about the colorful ones.
And we're going to
And
start
those are the
off.
sex toys.
Oh,
I was
hold
gonna
on.
say.
Sean versus pickles. Salt versus pepper. Here we go.
Which one is
Guys.
salt and which one's pepper?
We're starting off with.
I'm getting old and probably salt.
It's probably true. It's true.
That gray is starting
Okay,
to pop
calm
off. Fine.
down.
Sorry.
It's S&P, Sean and pickles.
Oh, wow,
Salt and
that's
pepper.
okay.
I get it now.
Okay.
I see.
Thunder Thrust. Thunder Thrust. Maximizing all it's got, creating thunderous experience for you, Sean.
Wow, starting
I
off
doing
with my
that
stripper
voice?
name. God damn. Okay.
Thrust.
I'm going
You
to
big
say
Thunder
that
Thrust.
exactly. I only stripped to AC/DC backwards. Come out naked, put all my clothes back on, and make a lot more money that way.
He's CDCA. Okay.
Exactly. I'm going to say that is a firework.
You're going to say firework.
He comes out with the $5 already on him, and
I
then
do,
people
yeah.
take the money from him.
Yeah.
That's how I
Dirty
do it.
deeds. I'll do sheep. I mean,
Dirty deeds. I'm not that
I
cheap.
have to agree with firework. I know it's not fun for the game.
You're
but that's
sure?
what yeah.
okay. You know what? Both of you are correct.
Boom! Yeah, that sounded way too much like a dildo for it to be a dildo. Just saying. The thunder thrust?
I like
Yeah,
it.
I just
I like
had
it.
straight up. Like, yeah,
know-
you know.
Well, I'm hoping the dildo was straight up, although it could have
Clearly,
Peyronie's
yeah,
disease.
straight up and down. Well,
could
you know,
curve. I
sometimes
don't
they
know.
like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, do
Couldn't tell
feel-
you. Never taken a dick. Don't plan on it. So there's that.
And we're moving on to
Being
the
honest.
Sean. Have you
Yes.
ever heard of the Screaming Peacock?
Isn't that a streaming service after dark?
No.
That's NBC. It's
Screaming
NBC's
Peacock?
porno
That
channel.
the Screaming Peacock. not
Right.
The Streaming Peacock. The Screaming Peacock.
Ah,
While known for its long, colorful tail,
Mm-hmm.
it will be one to show off for you. Boom, chicka, boom,
That's
boom,
all I got?
boom. That's all you get.
okay.
You know, I can't. Do you want me to take
want
the
the whole
exact
thing?
thing?
You want me to show
know?
you pictures?
The ones that
I do need visual aids.
I think
sometimes. We talked about it
again, he's
before.
got visual aids. I'm so sorry.
Ow,
I'm so
why is
sorry.
it burning?
I know. I go home and wash out with vinegar.
Why are they so red?
What do you say?
Firework.
You're gonna go with fireworks.
Sex
Sean,
toy.
Sean goes with sex
Separate,
toy,
keep it
and it
balanced.
is a firework.
A firework. I
Sounded
kinda
too much of a
figured.
dildo to be a dildo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, how about the bang stick?
The bang stick. Okay.
That was my stripper name, actually.
Right,
Who
yeah.
knew?
Funny thing, that was actually my dad's porno name. Man,
That
Put
was
me through
my dad.
college.
Wait a minute.
he put me through college, community college, but still, you know, he did his
You
best.
know,
It's
it's
fine.
different.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Not all sticks are created equal.
I mean, you know, you can
But,
only bang for so long until they don't bang anymore, and then, you know.
when it becomes, what happened to your stick?
Right.
Shut up.
Shut up. Now it's just a sock.
Fine. Now it's the bang twig. I'm
Right.
fine.
Hey,
I'm fine. There you
it's
go.
fine.
It's sure to please as it shoots out different vibrations at different intervals to bring more bang for the buck.
Yeah, totally.
Sean.
Sex toy.
Okay, and pickles.
I feel like it's too good of a description.
Oh,
Firework.
wait. For the third time in a row, are you going to go? Sounds too much like a dildo to be a dildo. I don't know. It's the bang stick. It's right there in the title.
Also, I had that as a sex toy, and that guy.
Wait, you have this as a sex toy?
I mean, I had that idea as a sex toy, and I lost the patent to it. So
Right.
firework.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
You
this
say
offhand.
firework? It's a firework.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
It is.
Huh, all right. Sounded way too much like a dick. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, if that doesn't help,
the bang stick.
how about Silken Bliss?
Okay.
It's soft but dramatic. It's luxurious, simply amazing. It's smooth when you want it that way.
And then the Backstreet Boys just start singing, I want it that way.
Tell me why.
Well,
Well, you see, the stick is over, and
Yeah.
okay.
tell me why. Why did that stick disappear? Sex toy.
Sex toy. Sean.
Firework.
And continuing his role, it is now. He's taking a commanding
It's a
lead.
sex toy?
Okay.
Yep. By the way, you know a little too much about these.
It's 50-50, so yeah.
Oh, you're 50-50. Okay, you know, I owe you $5. I thought so. But
You know, hey.
the neon tremor. It's sure to thrill and bring your enjoyment to new heights. Sean.
Drug overdose.
Yes.
By
By the way, the correct answer was 15 hard-boiled eggs.
yes. No.
15 hard-boiled
Okay,
eggs.
so it wasn't an OD. It is a sex toy.
It is a sex toy for Sean.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Firework. Firework and eggs.
Ew. Have you ever blown up? Has anybody ever done that? You put a firework inside, like
No.
Smells
no.
like sulfur?
No, because for me, the only holiday I associate eggs with is Halloween. Like, you know,
Not Easter?
No. Hard-boiled eggs. That's disgusting. That smell is horrifying. However,
Well,
you want
once
to
you
take
put
some
'em
raw
up
eggs
there,
and just
yeah.
whip them at people. That's fun as hell. So yeah,
Okay,
Halloween
well,
and eggs. I don't bother with Easter. It's a
Sean
weird
gets
holiday.
it.
Hey.
porno. Okay.
Porno music.
And how about the Love Rocket?
The Love Rocket.
The Love Rocket.
The Love Rocket.
Isn't that a band from the 90s? Oh, that was Love and Rockets. Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't know what color your eyes are, baby, but you
Mhm.
think so.
Yep.
Yep, got
Yep.
it. Well,
1992.
Love Rocket, this two-stage rocket
2 stages.
will launch you in orbit. First it buys eggs, and then
Then hard boiled.
and then a panda comes in the room.
Oh
and
my God.
whoa, it's a party. It'll launch you into orbit. It conveys a sense of love and joy. Well, I'm out. That's an inside joke.
All right.
Firework.
And you say firework.
I mean, it's not expressing time, love, and tenderness, so I really don't care. Like, that was a Michael Bolton album. But
It
anyway,
was.
1992. Anyway, I don't know if it was the early 90s. It was pretty close. Whatever. Anyway, sex toy.
Sex toy. Unfortunately, it is our firework.
Shit.
Shit.
Man, I suck at this game just as much as I always do. Great.
Well,
Just
there
like
go.
you do in all games.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's, you know, if
On
I-
brand, baby.
Listen, if I have the opportunity to make a Michael Bolton joke or to answer the question right, I'm going time, love, and tenderness. I'm just gonna do it. It just makes me happy, and that's all that matters.
By the way, the answer is Andy Summers. for the
Right,
block.
right. Andy Summers for the block, but he came out last week, so that was the full
He
circle
came
of like
out?
a year or so.
Aw,
Yeah.
good for him.
Right out of my breast pocket.
Look at
I
that.
was holding on to him the whole
Wear a
time.
pocket there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
he fits.
He does,
So
yeah.
tiny.
Totally. Anyway,
Along with my little snake and my red panda. So
Ah.
we're fun. How about the Velvet Comet?
the Velvet Comet.
The Velvet Comet.
Wasn't that your nickname in
Right.
college?
Yeah.
Why only in college?
It still is.
Did you see? I got it tattooed on my
Exactly.
back.
the hell do you
Like
think
the
I'm
Velvet
doing early
Comet.
Tuesday afternoons? Come on.
You
Talking
think we
to
can't do
Velvet
this
Comet here,
podcast on
right?
Thursdays? It's Velvet Comet night at the lounge.
Exactly, you know?
I'm streaking across the stage. Here we go. But slowly. It can take you from
Take all my clothes off, stick it in everybody with an open mouth. Oh my God! Yeah, they pay a lot for that.
It's eggs that they put in the open mouth.
Gross.
The Velvet Comet. It can take you from smooth and aggressive to soft and gentle. Okay. You'll see stars. Hey, look.
Ah.
It's Scarlett Johansson.
Right. Yeah, totally. Oh my God, is that Guy Fieri? Holy shit!
What?
This is the greatest day ever.
And I'm really hoping it's fireworks now. I'm really hoping it's fireworks.
Oh my God, guys, we circled back to having sex with Guy Fieri. How did that happen? Oh man, for those of you that know, we were randomly joking around about that for some reason like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, totally. And for those of you who don't, go back 3 weeks and listen to why we were having sex with Guy Fieri. Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't either. And I think it was just me.
He couldn't handle the Velvet
Yeah,
Comet.
whatever, man. Took me to Flavor Town. I needed a ride home. What do you want? Oh!
I didn't
what
like
are
the
we
sauces.
even
They were
talking
sticky.
about?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I was date rape drugged on that
Gross.
episode.
Yeah,
so.
totally.
Were there eggs involved? Or red pandas?
Right.
Or a snake?
Honestly, as long as it didn't involve having sex with Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I mean, you know, after my hysterectomy, I don't care anymore.
Ah!
So it's fine. Yeah, hey.
Show's over.
Listen.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Not only am I having sex with Guy Fieri, I'm barren too. So there it is.
He's a baron?
Exactly.
Well, I know he's a lord.
Yeah. Well, I'm slowly gaining appeal. You know, it works.
Well, tell us about the Velvet Comet,
Right.
damn it.
It is a sex toy.
If you say so.
Yes.
Okay, what do you say?
Firework only because no.
And by the
more.
way,
balance.
you'll see stars. So if you're doing it,
Right.
you know, then you're gonna see stars. You're gonna see Guy Fieri.
It's true. I mean, you know.
Guy!
Who wouldn't
Guy!
Who wouldn't want to see Guy Fieri?
Oh, the spikes.
Right.
Oh, they hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Gordon Ramsay comes in. That's not how you do that. Okay, what do you say?
Firework, just move on.
Firework. You pick firework. It's a firework.
Okay.
There you
good.
go.
Thank God.
Hit the wrong button. There we go.
Thank God. It's the last time I
Okay.
ever would hear Guy Fieri on firework or sex toy ever again.
No, just be patient.
Guy
Yeah, just be patient. Listen,
Next season, Flavor
yeah,
Town.
Yeah, that comment of like, oh, I hope I never hear that type of stuff again. Yeah, don't ever bring that up because that'll be the entire fucking show. Yeah, totally.
Are you ready for the Passion Storm?
No.
Oh,
Storm
well, in
is
that case, I'll move on.
All right, next. What's firecracker number 8?
Get ready.
Yes.
The storm is coming. It's intense, dramatic, and guaranteed to light up your night.
Huh.
Sean,
Okay.
Guy Fieri.
That is a sex toy.
That is a sex toy, you say.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
think I'm
to-
calling all of them sex toys at this point.
Yeah,
but
why not?
I'm just going
You
to.
got a 50-50
I
shot.
mean, it's either one or
Red
the other.
Panda.
Right.
Well, that's up to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just going to agree because I want to agree with Sean and get one wrong for one.
Fair enough. It's fun.
And what did you say?
Sex
toy.
toy.
And it's sex toy.
Yeah.
I can't even get one wrong when I want to get one
See?
wrong.
Look at that.
Oh, trust me, you get plenty wrong.
Right.
That's true.
Okay.
Good point.
And the Pink Delight.
The pink delight.
You just light up the Pink Delight. It sounds sweet and innocent, but the what? Okay, you know, sometimes I just take this, highlight it,
Right.
and go, okay,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
read this.
Wait, what?
Sounds sweet and innocent, but watch the juicy jewels do their thing.
Oh boy.
Pretty powerful and poignant. What's poignant?
Okay.
It's
right.
got a point to
Yeah.
all this.
Just make sure the curtains are down and the neighbors aren't watching.
Well,
'Cause,
I don't
you
know. The curtains could be open
Oh,
too.
well,
I
you
don't know.
Hey,
Either way, you're outside.
giving the whole neighborhood a show.
Well, if you're outside, one's inside, one's out. Although, you know, who am I to
They
judge?
jump on both sides.
Yeah, yeah. It's
The Pink Delight. What do we say?
I want it to be a sex toy because I don't think I've ever heard the word poignant ever being described in the words of a sex toy ever in my entire life.
This is a poignant sex.
This
Right,
is a poignant
yeah,
sex
yeah,
toy.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going to say firework, though.
You're gonna say firework.
All right, let's hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. It's a sex toy.
Sean,
Yeah.
it's
Poignant
It's
sex
a
Hell
poignant
yeah.
sex toy.
I know my sex toys when they're poignant. Let me
That's
tell
right.
you.
It's direct and to my point. There we go.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Thank goodness for my oversized urethra. Woohoo!
Well, what
Yeah.
about the? Okay, we get it.
Damn,
You're
that's a
sex
lot of
toy.
porno music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think I can last that long? That's why it's only, you know, the Purple Passion.
The Purple Passion.
I think I saw that movie in D.C., wasn't it? The Purple
Yeah.
Passion.
Yeah.
He
Was
had
that
blue
the
balls.
Was that the original name for Barney?
Purple Passion.
Yes.
And they had to get rid of his little friend Blue Balls.
Yep.
And they just no.
All
it
I
doesn't
know
work.
is they were frozen twofers at Applebee's last week, and that's why I got arrested.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but that
Hold
is
on.
also.
Is that a shotgun story? I can.
That's possible.
Okay.
I mean, you got to find it. It
Man
may-
has twofers at Applebee's.
Yeah, it may or may not be on the Onion, but that's for you to find.
There's sauce
That
on the onion.
is a.
I didn't even read it yet.
Well, I want to guess before.
Okay.
Without a destination or description or anything that starts with the letter D. Fuck it. Explain it. Go ahead. I
Okay.
want to.
Different variations will bring different reactions. Ooh, you'll burst at the end.
Oof.
Baby, you're a firework. Or there's another type of bursting which I can play.
Hey oh.
No, we used to have the one with
Yeah.
Ooh.
We
Little
were more
O-face.
fun when we had
Little
more sound
O-face,
effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sex toy.
Sex toy. Sean says sex toy.
I'm going to go with that third option from before, drug overdose.
Drug overdose.
Drug overdose.
Hey!
Eggs. Well, it didn't matter
Sex
because
toy.
you won by 2.
Yeah.
And it's actually a firework.
Ah.
The Purple Passion is a firework. We hope you all had fun and you could guess them all, but I guarantee you didn't because unless, of course, you were going, oh, no, I have that.
Right, yeah, unless you have an extensive collection of sex toys and fireworks, which some of you do, which is why you listen to this show, and we appreciate you. But, just remember which ones come outside and which
God.
ones stay indoors.
That was ridiculously easy. I mean, my mom has most of those sex
Boy,
toys.
seriously. She's been
And fireworks.
No.
He does. Got some
No,
from
she
the
just
Chinese.
has sex toys.
Yeah, it's nothing better than bringing a girl home, getting her naked, just hitting her with Roman candles.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how I get down. What's your safe word? You never came up with one. Ha ha.
The safe word is police.
Yeah, hey, listen,
Your safe word should never be more.
Right, yeah. And now your safe phrase is 6-degree burns. Oh, damn it.
Hey, guys.
Right.
We
yes.
do a podcast.
Yes, that's what this is?
Now,
Cool.
approximately, give me a round number.
Right.
How many other people do podcasts in the world?
700
God,
billion
everybody.
billion.
Yeah, any jackass with a cell phone.
Except for the people who go, what's a podcast?
Right, yeah,
I do.
yeah. I don't know what that is. Where do I find
But there's
it?
a new one starting
Son of a bitch. Only
shocker.
one?
from Steve Burns. Do you remember Steve
Yes,
Burns?
I remember Steve Burns. Now he's going to take more listeners from me. Great.
Well, tell the people who Steve Burns is.
Steve Burns is the original, the OG of Blue's Clues.
That's right. He's 51 now,
Yeah.
and he's back to share positive energy.
Yeah, because when the world was going to shit, he came out of hiding and, gave us some inspirational speeches, which was really well needed. And it was like, thanks, Steve. Appreciate you, brother.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. He told me I looked great. It was awesome. That definitely made my week.
Well, his new podcast is called Alive.
Oh.
And whether you're alive shoving 15 hard-boiled eggs
Right.
Yeah.
up your rectum or getting licked to start the day by a red panda,
Right.
either way, or, the red comet.
Sure,
You
sure.
can do that.
Or if you're really, really brave and you, land yourself the Bengal tiger room. Because that's,
Because he liked that.
right. Yeah, yeah.
The show will be a cozy weekly series that discusses how to stay human
Oh, it's sort of like us.
while
Cozy
navigating a
weekly show.
complicated
Yeah.
world. Oh,
we're,
yeah.
We're cozy and weekly.
Hi.
Well, we're weekly.
We just heard about sex toys. We
Right.
just heard about sex toys. He was the original host of Blue's Clues.
Hey, Steve, what's the brown bomber? I don't know. Why are you asking me? What am I doing here? This isn't even my podcast.
Hey, Steve, what's your shotgun story?
Where's the dog? Come on.
I heard everything's trying to kill you in Australia.
Seriously. We didn't even get to meet Blue? What the fuck? This is crazy.
I'm going to go get the mail and not come back. He was the host from 96 to 2003 before he went to attend college. He has now built a following on social media. So he's got the adult version now. He's 51. So he would discuss things. Did you guys watch Blue's Clues?
Sort of.
Occasionally.
Well,
Yeah,
that-
I did.
little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So-
when Blue's Clues was popular, I was actually out of high school and working. So
Yeah.
when
So of course he watched.
So, of course, when I was like, I can't deal with work, it's a rough day, and I'm just, a little sad, I'm going to just sit here and do nothing. And then we flipped through channels, I was like, oh shit, Blue's Clues. Oh,
and
why
he would
not,
tell you
know?
about your feelings.
I would hang out with Steve, and he'd make me kind of feel better and be
Right.
like, where is my sad life going to?
Well, now he's going to do the same thing, but for
Right.
adult things.
He can still tell me where my sad wife
Wait.
is going to. Great, thanks.
Well, yeah, for different reasons,
He'll
though.
peer through the screen and be like, "Wow, you still haven't done a damn thing, have you? I was a bitch. I've been podcasting for years." He's like, "That doesn't count."
You know, when he's sitting there going, "Hi guys,
Yeah.
Steve from Blue's Clues.
Right.
You remember? Please remember me. You
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
me?" Without the dog, because
Mhm.
I can't use him for copyright.
For
reasons.
copyright infringements,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Nickelodeon kind of owns them.
You may notice that I'm here alone because here's the word of the day: divorce.
Divorce. Oh,
And
man.
I mean, I used to have
Yeah.
somebody next. Can you say wife?
Right.
Can
right,
you say
right,
a
yeah.
clue?
A clue,
Yeah.
right? It's one letter. You just put an X in front of it,
Right.
and now it's a new thing where I lose half my money,
Oh, man.
and I don't get to see my kid. I don't even get to
And
see
it's also
Blue.
a platform that I can write about how shitty my life is. Like, the letter X is terrible.
It is. I
Ah.
mean, what, can you think of something like? I mean, I could see him sitting out there going, we're all getting older, folks,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just heard about blue pills. I
Right.
just heard about
Yeah,
blue pills.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just heard about blue pills. Now I've got okay.
We're gonna log on to the computer today, kids, and
Oh,
we're gonna
God.
type on OnlyFans. Do you know OnlyFans?
I was
I
thinking
think it's
dark
gonna-
web, but his is better.
I think it's going to be a little bit more structured than this. I don't see Steve just jumping on the internet and acting a fool because everybody's over 40. Just saying. Like,
I mean,
You're taking the fun
I think-
out of this.
No, it wasn't fun to begin with. I think that it
You
was
write
just,
the show.
I'm not saying that there was anything wrong with it, but occasionally, like, it just doesn't, whatever. But like, I don't think. I think Steve's gonna have a little bit more of a formatted presence for his podcast.
Guys, sometimes you're just not feeling up to it. And that's when CBD gummies come around.
There it is.
And make you feel better. I don't even mind this tax form from the government saying I owe money. Oh, give me the gummy.
Today's episode is being brought to you by 3 letters: THC.
Yay!
and what do you say
Nothing
when you
gets
type
me.
when you type in Blue's Clues?
I'm not allowed.
Nothing.
Not allowed to
because-
type that
I was gonna
anymore.
say, what do you save when you type in THC? Your sanity. And everything is wonderful. And green is the way to go.
I'll be back next week. Unless this gun does its job. No.
Jesus Christ.
He's on the dark web now.
Blue's Clues is sponsored by Captain Morgan.
See, now he's got it. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's talk about something a little happier, shall we? Did you know, everybody knows that Friday is July 4th?
Yes.
Then who is the genius who could tell me what the next day is?
It's first day of Shark Week.
Is
this
it?
year. I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
July 5th.
July 5th.
Yeah.
Do you know July 5th is actually International Bikini Day?
Hey, all right.
Because on July 5th...
Break out the Speedos, fellas. Let's do this.
Steve told me from Blue's Clues,
Right.
he said the low-hanging fruit was hanging too low and not to
Yeah.
wear those anymore. So,
What's that coming out of the back? It's eggs.
Goodness.
Sometimes, kids, you get lonely. No, never mind. On July 5th, 1946...
Can we change July 5th to Board Shorts Day? I don't want to do the Speedos Day anymore. This just got really bad.
Hi, Steve. Do you need a co-host? I can write. I can do accents. On July 5th, 1946...
I just asked about board shorts because Pickles is hiding eggs in his Speedos, and it's really gross and it's freaking out the kids.
Sex toy.
Saying.
I
Anywho.
apologize for ruining it for the kids in the audience. If you're under 16, I will.
This
write
is a
written
cozy family
apology.
show, and you're ruining it. Just
Hey, kids, do you know what happened on July 5th, 1946?
no. What happened on July 5th, 1946?
Tell us, Ira.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, okay.
The first bikini was worn and modeled. The bikini was worn by millions of ladies from young to old.
okay.
And
Okay.
today, it's an absolutely beautiful day. Do you know how it got its name?
No.
From the Bikini Islands.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
us.
There were actually 2 types of bikinis. There were just 2
Right.
people manufacturing them. Dun, dun, dun. One was bombshell. One was nuclear. And they just said, you know what? we're gonna go with that, and we're gonna call it bikini. and-
Sure.
So that was it. And I wanted to do this very quickly just to see some famous bikini wearers of all time. So
Over.
do I name? I don't know. Do I name the movie, and you give me the actress who was in the bikini, or do I give you the actress?
Let's.
Because they're very iconic scenes.
Yeah. Let's.
I mean,
Let's
I could
try the movie first.
You want the movie
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
Okay, so if I told you Star Wars: Return of the Jedi,
Oh, Princess Leia. the slave
bingo.
Leia
See, I
bikini.
told you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
an iconic scene.
Right, sure, yeah. And
Okay.
apparently, everybody could see everything because that was not very sheer.
Yeah.
So it was just platform.
Hi.
And it was like, yeah.
C-3PO was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the movie,
Okay.
The Sandlot.
The Sandlot. Wendy Peppercorn.
Oh, Sean can
Yeah.
actually win this one.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Barbie
Barbie.
Margot Robbie.
as Barbie. There
Oh,
you go.
Okay. I was like, I think there was a couple of them, bathing suits, but all right.
The doll.
The movie is 1 million years BC. It is iconic. It was a movie out before I was born,
Oh.
but it is a scene that has been shown billions of times because of a fur bikini and the actress who was wearing it.
Raquel Welch?
Bingo!
Yeah, there
you
it is.
go.
Okay, yep. I had to put a little thought into that, but yeah.
There was a little movie, came out a long time ago. Starred, well, I can't tell you that, but I can tell you the movie was just called 10.
10.
Bo Derek.
Bo
Yeah.
Derek. And by the way, you should be looking this up because if you don't know, now you should know.
Yeah, totally. She was in Tommy Boy.
This made a man out of a lot of. This made men out of a lot of boys.
Okay.
This was in a very simple movie called Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates. there we
Literally the
go.
first name that I thought of when
Right.
coming to famous scenes with babies,
Yep.
with bikinis.
Blue Lagoon.
Brooke Shields.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So far, you guys are doing amazing.
Yeah,
on
well,
this.
I didn't have porn as a child. You have to find things to get it going.
Yeah, for me it was there's a
Yeah,
movie. Wait, I
right.
think there's a breast. I
Mhm.
think there's a wait. Hold on, it moved.
It's like,
That-
why is there one sequence in Terminator that just doesn't work on the videotape? Gee, I don't know. I've no
And
idea.
yet this one song
Yeah,
just kept
yeah.
coming up.
Revenge of the Nerds just won't play. I just
I
don't get
don't
it.
know why.
What's going on here?
James Bond. There are two Bond girls who are
Halle
known for
Berry is
wearing
one of
bikini,
them.
but the original was, and the Halle Berry scene was modeled after the very first Bond movie, Dr. No.
Okay.
I know the character.
Coming out of the water is,
The character name is Pussy Galore, isn't it?
and the actress is Ursula Andress.
Ah, okay.
Okay? You know him, you love him, you can't live without him. Borat was the movie,
Oh God!
and the actor is
No, we're not
Sacha
going to go
Baron
with that
Cohen?
Sacha Baron.
Sacha
Cohen
Baron
speedo.
It
Cohen.
wasn't exactly a bikini. It was
Well,
more
no.
of
It
more
was a
of a
speedo.
onesie.
Yeah, well, Steve Wart. So I figured I would go out. And get
What do you have the onesie?
Steve from Blue's
straps
Clues?
Yes!
over his shoulders? Yeah.
We just heard about Blue's Clues. Now I need a shot.
To the head.
Oh,
All I'm picturing now is the scene in Austin Powers where
where
the
he
second
wore
one.
it. Yeah.
when they're both walking out of onto the beach. They're
Yes.
both wearing the bikini.
Okay. Usually I like to end with a story, but I saw this with a happy story. But since we don't have any this week, because Steve was so sad.
We're gonna ruin your 4th of July weekend with a bum out story, so I hope you're listening to this show after the fact.
No,
Oh, okay.
I saw this and I thought this would be perfect for us. Older adults are
Mhm.
revealing habits they knew by heart, but are now obsolete.
Oh,
So things that we have a particular set of skills.
right.
Skills that would be a nightmare for any of you Gen Alpha or Betas.
Like tying your shoes.
That might be it.
Getting there. Get your slip-ons. You're slowly learning how not to tie your shoes.
Says, before the 90s, the advancement of technology, a lot of people had a unique set of skills to help them get through the day. Reddit said, hey, what skills do you have that they don't have? Number one,
Yeah.
and I say it all the time,
Mm-hmm.
if, God forbid, I got arrested and
Right.
they said, you get one phone call.
Oh, I'm screwed.
I don't know
I am
anybody's
totally
number.
screwed. I am
I
checking.
know my daughter's.
I'm checking my voicemail. That's what I'm doing. I don't know a goddamn number to save my life. I'm calling my house from 1986. That's the last phone number I remember.
The following number is not in service.
Damn it! I guess I'm spending the night in jail.
Okay, what's it? I'm sorry, your extended warranty.
Right?
is-
Yeah. Yep.
How many phone numbers do you know? You know none. I know one.
I know my number, my personal number, and
I know my number, yes.
Yeah, I know my phone number, and I think I know my work number. Maybe.
I don't-
No, I don't even know that one perfectly. No,
You know what I know?
don't. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
I know
Yeah.
my apartment number, for the telephone number,
Right.
from when I was growing up.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah.
half of anything
I
else.
could. Yeah, I could call Belrose right now. Like, and that was 1991. Yeah.
No, Radford.
No,
Radford, not here.
Not here.
No.
Sorry.
You want to buy Cake Chick?
Yeah.
Cake Chick, good.
We give you a red panda.
Drink.
Ooh, Red Panda, they could do that.
Yeah.
Well, how many numbers do you think you can?
My wife's, and that's it.
And that's it. So
Fair
it was
enough.
the right
That's
one.
important. Yeah.
Here's one I know I can still do.
Okay.
Before there was, I got to go to Target because there was no Target.
Right.
There were other stores, but to cover your books, because you had to cover your books, but we didn't buy book covers back then.
Use paper bags.
You would use paper
Or
bags,
newspaper, yeah.
cut them, and fold them
Yeah.
perfectly
Sure.
to put on all your school books.
Not-
I could still do that.
I always had.
Steve's gone. No.
I always had issue with a paper bag, cutting it the right way and wrapping it.
Yeah.
However, if I got the comics from the newspaper, I could wrap that shit perfect, and like Garfield would be right on the front of my math book.
I was
like,
going to
straight
say,
up. Yeah.
you can't wrap it, but could you roll it?
I could, yeah.
Yeah,
Roll it
okay,
up
that
tight.
one we
Well, no,
got.
I was starting off wrapping, but as high school continued, I learned how to roll, and I just got better at it. And then my books just sat in my locker.
And then
Anyway,
he was wrapping and rolling.
exactly,
He was.
yeah, totally, burning it down left and right. What?
Can you? Well, I don't know where you're going to. Oh, here. You could do it here.
Okay.
Do you know how to use the telephone without getting the little cord for people who can't see?
Yeah.
The cord on the
Turned up?
phone. Remember, it would all get sort of
Just
kinked
knot
up.
it out.
And,
Yeah. Can you unknot a telephone cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as you
It's
think.
not,
though.
but I mean, a lot of it is just holding it and letting the cord
Yep.
do its own work.
Can I
Patience.
add one if it's
Go.
on there? Then
No,
just
if you
kinda
have one, go.
dialing on a rotary.
Yeah.
Right.
My daughter, who I consider, has a brain in her head,
Mm-hmm.
I was testing her and I just said, could you do me a favor? I need you to open up a can for me. She's like, sure. And where's the can opener? And I
Right.
said, no, here you go. Here's the manual one.
Oh.
She always uses the
Oh,
electric.
the clamp
Yep.
down twisty thing?
And
yeah,
she went,
totally.
Oh.
how the hell do
Right.
you use this thing?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Hard.
we could take over the world by doing that.
Yeah.
Who remembers when we were all the remote control for our parents because remote control cable? You might not.
Right.
But do you remember not having cable?
Barely. Very,
remember
very
not having cable?
vaguely.
Barely
vaguely.
again, but yes.
Because
I
cable
remember it.
meant you had a remote.
Yeah, I remember more getting cable
Yeah.
than I remember life without it. Because I was like 6, maybe 7
Oh,
years
wow.
old when I got cable. So like, yeah.
I had to buy it for myself. My parents wouldn't
Right.
do it. I was working as a paper
Mhm.
boy. I was like,
I
I'm buying it.
still remember that weekend of getting cable and
do I.
being babysat, and the babysitter turning the TV on, putting on MTV, and asking me and my sister if we were allowed to watch it. And we go, I guess so.
Sure.
Why not? And then my mom got home from work, and I told her, I was like, yeah, we were sitting here watching MTV, and the babysitter asked if we were allowed to watch it. Why wouldn't we be able to watch it? And my mom goes, I don't see any reason why. It's just
I don't
music.
know what
Who
it is.
cares? You know? Whatever. No, she knew exactly what it
Oh,
was.
okay.
She's like, it's just music. Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
You know? Don't do what they say. But
And
listen
back
to
then,
it. And
it
that's that.
was.
It was. Well, to an extent. Yeah. I mean, the videos were like kind of a little risque and such. But other
Yeah,
than that,
still
yeah.
videos.
but it was still
But-
cable.
Before then,
Yeah.
you were your parents' remote control. Get up, change channel.
Change channel.
Get up, change
Yeah,
channel.
yeah.
By the way, TV's a little wonky. Go hit it.
Right. Yeah.
remember-
Yeah.
Move that antenna about
Move the
5 inches
antenna, right.
sideways.
Well, I remember that because of the hand-me-down TVs that I had or my sister
Boom,
had
boom,
or whatever. Like, everybody else had the cable-ready joint that, like,
Yep.
had all the channels and everything. I got the black and white TV with the twisty, and you got to put the ears on and some
God.
tinfoil and shit and whatever. Like, yeah, I watched television and literally played Nintendo in black and white until I was 12. Like,
wow.
I didn't have a color TV, my own, until I was, like, 12, 13 years old.
I was
Yeah.
13. I got a job as a paper boy. And 13 back in all those years ago,
Right.
I made about $100 a week, which
Sure.
is nice
A
money
lot of
for
money, yeah.
them.
It's money.
So I got a phone put in my room.
Right.
I got, my own color TV, which was better than my parents.
Nice.
Swanky shit over
I
there.
got a VCR.
My
Right.
God.
I got cable.
Whew.
And my parents, I would come home from school sometimes. My parents would be in my room.
Right, yeah, because it was all set up. Yeah,
Mom,
totally.
Dad, stop watching
Right.
porn in my room.
And
God.
I got Atari
Please wash my
2600. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got Atari 2600.
Hey, I still have one.
The ability to make change for a purchase.
Yeah,
come
yeah.
How many times do you go and they go, "Oh, it's not working."
I-
Hold on. Why did you give me an extra quarter?
Uh-huh.
So now you can
Yeah.
give me $1
Yeah.
instead of
Uh-huh.
coin.
Totally.
No.
Yeah. It's like you want me to count that out for you? I'll come around real quick. Just be like, yeah, 3/4, a nickel, and a dime. Thanks.
It's not hard.
See you later. Bye.
Making paper fortune tellers.
Oh, I
and-
hate those things.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! Every girl in school
Three!
would make the
Yeah.
little.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
What's your favorite color?
Right.
Blue.
Orange.
BLU.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
What's your-
I could still make those if I had to.
If you had to.
It would
What's your
take a few seconds. Sorry, Pickles.
That's okay. What's your favorite word? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, son of a
S
bitch.
U
God damn it.
P E
No.
R.
Be honest. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Douche. Pick another
Yeah,
word.
seriously. Okay, fine. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Go fuck yourself.
Fine.
Yeah, what does that even mean,
F-U-C-K.
jackass? Yeah.
And then Steve from Blue's Clues would come out and go, "Is there really
Right.
necessary?" to
Yeah,
use
yeah,
that
no,
kind
it
of
totally
language?"
is.
It makes Blue angry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Um,
talk about conflict resolution.
If I gave you a phone right now, and it only had 10 buttons on it, could you still text?
It'd take a very long time, but yes.
Yes.
You still remember
Sure.
A, B, C,
Right.
A, D, F,
Yeah,
and there
yeah,
we
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's how we had that text.
Yeah,
for
I had
a
a
long
I had a
time.
Motorola Brick as my first phone, and I had that brick for 4 years. So yeah, I can still text.
I
like
remember that.
Yeah.
Play the only game on it.
Snake.
Yes.
Not the one on the plane either.
No,
Just
no.
regular Snake.
I remember when I updated to my next phone and it had solitaire on it. Holy
Oh.
shit! I thought I
Mind
was
blown.
Man, I was like, oh yeah, just don't mind me just playing solitaire over here on this phone in 2003. What?
Dude,
It's crazy.
solitaire?
Crazy.
You must be lonely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
No.
very lonely. My snake score was out of hand.
Why did you call me and not actually answer? I just wanted to hear one of those damn tunes on the
For
phone.
real, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You know, I paid $4.99 for this
Oh,
sound.
God.
I better hear it.
Yeah. Downloading music using things like LimeWire and FrostWire,
And Napster.
and
know
then
what?
getting the wrong one.
Yeah.
Like, son of a bitch.
I gotta be honest. That's something you youngins do not need. You don't need
No.
to give your computers
You don't.
STDs.
Yep.
It just it's fine. You're good without it. Just look the song up on YouTube. You'll find it. No problem.
Can you guys think of anything else?
Can you write in cursive?
That's on the list.
Can you write a check?
Not on the list, but
No,
yeah.
not on the list.
Do you know your damn social security
You know
number
your Social
without
Security
asking
number.
your mummy?
Do you know how to read a book? Do you have the ability to read? Because a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the willpower to do it, which is why they just jump onto audiobooks, which slowly but surely the human race is just going to become
Right.
illiterate. You know, everybody's AI is just going to be reading you stories for the rest of your life.
I
and
got a
not
better
that.
one for you.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be,
Yeah.
remember how do you get books? Well, I know how you do them.
Yeah, thrift stores. Yeah,
Right.
totally.
But we used to go to this thing called the library.
yeah, yeah.
And how do you find a book in the library?
The Dewey Decimal System, baby.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
There's a big thing, and each
Yeah.
book has a card,
Yep.
and it's a treasure hunt.
Mhm.
And you got to find it's in 15, 32, 16, 8. Got it. Now you gotta use those coordinates,
just
and
to get
which
there,
is why
yeah.
we knew how to use
Had
maps.
to figure out how to use them. Do you know how to use a map? There's another one because everybody's
Can you
GPSing.
fold the map?
That I can't do. That I would just crumble it into a ball and call it a
Throw it
day.
away.
Excuse
No,
me, do
whatever.
you know what a Rolodex is?
Yeah,
I
oh,
do.
Yeah. Do you know what a beeper is?
Oh, God.
Justin?
You know what a Nextel is? I still hear that noise in my sleep, and it just annoys the shit out of me. The Nextel beep. Ugh.
Could you set up and record on a VCR?
Yes.
Or did it just blink 12, 12, 12, 12?
It did
No,
both.
no.
but-
I finally figured out how to set the time, but as far as like scheduling a recording, no. But I could definitely be like, boop, 9 o'clock, see you later. Like I could record it. Like I never got that far figuring it out.
I used to hate live sporting events with a passion.
Really?
Because it would be like, ooh, 7 o'clock, I'm going to record this. Hi, the Giant game's going along. So it's going to end
Oh,
at
yeah,
7:15.
sure. Uh-huh.
So now I'm watching my show,
Right.
but the end
Cuts
gets
off.
cut off.
Yep, yeah,
because
yeah.
nobody figured that shit out.
Right.
60 minutes will be delayed by
Uh-huh.
another 45 minutes due to the
No!
end
Oh,
of the
yeah,
contractually
yeah.
obligated NFL
we-
game.
We
The-
now bring you Steve from Blue's Clues
The
to
amount
calm you down.
of times you only caught 10 minutes of The Simpsons because you had set it up on a Sunday night and
Yeah.
the game ran an hour
And you're done.
late. Yeah, and the post show had to be on and everything.
So those are things,
Right.
and these are other things. Dum, dum.
Right.
called Ending
Yeah, it's called the end.
Oh,
called the end.
I can play another button if you
This
want.
is the
yeah,
end.
so-
Shall we play a game?
Yeah,
Shall
but,
we all go home?
Yeah, I need
Yes,
some sleep.
Totally. As much as I love doing this show, I'm like a sex
Governors.
toy and a firework. Shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. And for anybody in the future who's listening, well,
Yes,
thank you.
totally. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them with your receptionist.
Oh, God, thank God there's no receptionist,
Yeah.
because that would be tough. I want to thank Governors Radio Studios for having us.
Yes.
We love the place here. And Pickles, take it away.
YouTube is a thing where
Is future YouTube still a thing?
Future
YouTube is not a thing
YouTube.
this week.
He has future
It
YouTube.
does. Yeah.
CTD Podcast is where we're going to put up some of our best punishments that we've done on this show. Eventually, you'll see some new punishments, possibly one in the very, 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 very not distant future, and stuff that we've done in the past, plus clips that you may know with the love of this show that we've done. You can see what Carolina looks like. Carolina wasn't person.
You can see what Mo looks like.
Right.
You can see what Sean Law looks like Larry Mormon looks like.
Sure.
What?
See
Oh
what
my
a
God! I
Sample
can-
looks like.
I-
from
yeah,
back in
I-
the
there are-
office.
There have been a lot of people.
There's a lot of people, yeah.
I also do a
We
show.
haven't had anybody in a while. We should
No,
bring somebody
no.
on.
You could also see how many times I wear the same damn shirt on the show because I come
That's
straight
new.
from work,
That's
and
a
this
new
is
one,
new one.
actually.
This is actually a new one. However, if you go back a lot, I do wear a one Guns N' Roses shirt quite often. Just
If
notice
you've
that.
seen me
I
in
got
this,
you Muppetite for destruction.
Hey,
and if you've seen me in this Back to the Future shirt 3 weeks ago, you quiet down.
there it is.
Also, youtube.com/on the sports lines and facebook.com/on the sports lines. On the sports lines is a show that I do bi-weekly about sports stuff that you ain't gonna hear over here.
Hi, I'm Steve Burns. I know sometimes you get depressed and you don't want to do laundry, but
A clothesline.
no, that's called a stain. No, that's not a clue, my friend. Go ahead, plug away, plug more.
That's it.
That's all he's got. Then Sean, you plug.
All right, so head on over to the Drain, the Circling the Drain Facebook group page, because we need your votes for our punishments through the shotgun stories. Yes, that all made sense. When you see the poll, vote for whichever story you like, vote for whichever person you like, close your eyes and votes, yada yada. We need votes. Votes are cool. Shotgun stories turns into punishments, goes up on YouTube. Pickles is just talking about YouTube.
Yeah.
Head on over there, Circling the Drain podcast. Like, share, subscribe, pass it to grandma, give it to your neighbors, let everybody know about it. Get on that.
Grandma, is that a sex toy or a firework?
On top of the drain, if you didn't know what we were talking about, if you didn't care what we were talking about, if you have anything to let us know, post it up on the drain.
Yeah.
We will gladly read it and acknowledge it, no matter how crazy it is. I promise. We're a podcast. Podcasts get downloaded all over the place. And just go head over to your favorite podcasting platform and type in the Circle in the Drain podcast, and it will pop up. I promise. And if it doesn't, go to your second favorite.
It popped up.
And it'll pop up. I
Oh,
promise.
excellent.
And download
Yeah.
every single show possible and listen to all of them. And just keep listening, and then share them and pass them around and everything like that. We need more and more coverage. That's about all I got at this point, so I'm just going to take this ball and throw it over to you and let you promote all you want to promote.
Hi, are your balls big? No. Well, check me out, because I'm also on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. I do a podcast called Going On Live. It's a daily morning show. I'm only on Saturdays, so, only watch Saturday. No, you can watch all the rest, because everyone's great on that show. We can't forget about Cake Chick.
Right.
Cake Chick has been with us for years and years. People have enjoyed the hell out of it. Remember, go to Instagram. It's CakeChick1217. And please, for God's sakes, you're going to use it anyway. So remember the promo code of CTD and get yourself 20% off. You're going to barbecues. You're going out. It's summertime. Be everyone's favorite.
Or
What,
if you-
what did you bring?
Right, or if
Cake
you just
Chick.
want to be your own favorite. Like, sit at
Right.
home by yourself in the air conditionings with a baker's dozen and just to the face.
Woo!
Yeah,
Sean
why
is
not?
going to put in an order going, hi, Shark Week is next week.
Right.
I want different sharks
Absolutely.
all over the damn
Yep.
thing.
I want a
So-
cupcake that when it gets close to my face, it bites me on the nose. Yeah, she
I
can't
want-
do that, but it's something close.
Can we put a little music box when you get it closer? It just goes, dun,
Yeah, why not? Why
dun,
the
dun.
hell not?
Ah!
That'd probably be very expensive, but if you're willing to spend the money, she's willing to facilitate the situation.
That's right. I mean, you can get gluten-free and
You could.
vegan and fat-free
Right.
and
Tequila infused and just all types of wild
tequila
stuff.
infused and other things
And other
infused.
things and,
No, I don't want
Shark
that.
Week infiltrated and all that stuff.
I want to
Yeah.
play something else. Let's see. There we go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
What's
dude.
up? You know what? I want to play this as we leave
Oh, boy.
because I just want to.
Aww.
There we go. We missed the queen.
Reliving all glories.
The
you
queen
know.
who is probably the only queen I know who's going, really? Again in the
Son of
diaper?
a
You need a
bitch.
new one
Damn
already?
it! Somebody take care of this kid.
Called Get rid of the nappies. The
Right.
nappies.
Yeesh.
The royal queen.
Yeah.
Remember, until next time, if you promise, if you're really good, and if you give us one little chance,
Just the tiniest chance in the world.
we'll give you a red panda sniffing